when you live in New Jersey, if you have access to New York City, that's so important, whether it's for work or for social. We like saying that we can walk to New York City because we can just walk to the train station and we don't have to worry about driving. Only access to leave, but for other people to come.
And the train is, really the most convenient. It's the fastest. It doesn't.
One that goes twice the train line.
People choose a location because it's a place where they want to raise their family. So when you think about it, what do you need to raise a family, right? You need good housing, you need good schools, you need parks, you need access to transportation, you need stores, you need friendly neighbors. Those are really the reasons that anybody chooses a location.
We like that we can walk places, that our kids can go to the playground and we can walk there, that we can go to the library and we can walk there. So we're not, every time we leave the house, we do not have to get into our car, which is
downtown, to be in your downtown, to live in your downtown, and you have to provide a business mix where people also want to do that. They're very, very closely tied together. Having the train station in your downtown is invaluable because it creates, again, an easy way for people to say, I want to live in Somerville. It's easy for me to get, to other job opportunities, to other recreation opportunities.
It's part of all that community building that makes this all work, and the partnership between the housing component, the arts component in our case, which breathes life into the restaurant business, is all part of that trilogy with the New Jersey Transit Village concept. So it's the village, the housing, and the components, whether it's retail or whether it's the arts in our case.
So for me, it's very important that artists become part of their communities. I think if you don't do that, then you run into these areas where there's tension between you as a person coming in and in a way almost kind of rubbing people the wrong way. That's not training. When I realized that there was a train, it's literally across the street and up the steps. For me, I was like, wow, this is amazing, because I can essentially just give people directions who may not feel comfortable driving to New Jersey or from other parts of New Jersey, or from New York for that matter. But to have them be directed by train and sort of get off the train, walk down the stairs and walk across the street to the studio, I'm perfectly positioned, I think.
The train station is right up the street. This is a very quaint little street, and there are many commuters that travel back and forth each morning, each evening to the city, Hoboken, Jersey City, Newark, all over.
And now, especially with the New Jersey Transit renovating the train station, there's this new energy that's flowing through the town. We see new businesses coming in, people fighting for vacant spots. It's really energizing.
I think if the train wasn't there, it would not give the accessibility I think that's necessary to an area like this.
It's a pretty harmonious community. Everybody gets along, and all levels of people communicate with each other, and the restaurants are great, and the theater's wonderful. So, it's a small city or a big town. It's big enough to enjoy, and it's small enough that you feel like you belong in any part of it.
From there, the amenities were, what do you do with these people now that you have them living in a nice area other than commute out of the area during the week? And the restaurant business has picked up. We've opened several new restaurants over the course of the last few years. And the entertainment side sparked the whole interest in the city developing cultural arts as an economic development stimulus. We wouldn't have been able to do that without having been a transit village.
You can't get to our future by driving. You need to walk. It's also the pathway to the best quality of life. Places where people want to live are the places where they have everything they need outside their doors.
The theory is that there's infrastructure already here, there's transportation infrastructure, there's utility infrastructure, there's educational infrastructure, and that by redeveloping these areas where these infrastructure investments have already been made, you're going to be able to concentrate growth where there's more walkable, livable neighborhoods. The future is here. The future is now. Half the population of the United States. The United States is now a little over 300 million people. A solid half of that group is now either living in or seriously considering living in urban walkable neighborhoods.
A real sense of friendship, and I feel like a lot of people are interested in seeing the progress of Broadway, so we're all kind of working towards the same thing.
Orange's future is bright. It's not that we don't have challenges ahead of us, but you know, we've got this superb location. We got a lot of people working together around a common vision. We have this emerging arts district. There's a little buzz about Orange now, that, you know, it's a place that's on the move. And it's interesting because 10 years ago, people didn't think that. They thought they knew what the future of Orange was, and it wasn't a bright one.
It's really, to simplify it, it's about three things here in terms of the development plan. And it starts with transit, the transit village, having the ability and the flexibility to be mobile, people traveling both to Trenton and south, and New York and north is really what makes that tick. From there, you're able to build a secondary base, which depends on a central business district for its soft goods and things of that sort, and that would be the housing component. And then when they get home from work, there's amenities that you need. People want to live not only near transportation, but they want to live in an area which creates a vibe, and that's a sense of community.
It's really cool to have the train here, and it just becomes part of your life. And you know, when my husband says, "Okay, I'm on the regular train home," and I hear the whistle, I say, "Oh, Daddy's going to be getting off the train now," you know. And sure enough, he comes home, you know, 5 minutes later.
Because down there I can see my dad and say, "Bye, Dad," and then watch the train.
That's it.